Turn it down. What up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Hope y'all are having a good day, a good week, a good month. How was everybody this Thursday evening? Hello, Wendy and Chris. Sunshines, badges, and more. And Gene Summit. What's up?
How is everyone doing today? Just letting people jump on. I'm actually trying to get.
Who started that whole jump on thing? Because nobody's really jumping on. And that's what we all say.
Well, I always say, hey, I'm going to jump in the shower real quick. And Joe's like, be careful.
Waiting for everybody to tune in, to click on the app. What do y'all do? Like, what would you call it if it's not jump in? Get on here. I don't know. You know me.
Welcome to Thursday night's Family Flips. What do we call it? Family meeting.
Yes.
I'm like, it's been a long week, so I've got my drink, so my coffee.
She does.
And I'm trying to wake up.
She is. I don't know why I've been so tired. Have y'all been tired this week? Like, I know daylight savings was a couple of weeks ago, but it's like getting dark like at 5 o'clock now here. I don't know, Sue Aikens. I don't know if y'all watch Life Below Zero, but I do. I haven't watched it in a while. There's like 3 seasons that I've missed because I don't know. I don't watch much TV anymore. But I follow her on Facebook, and she was talking about, I guess, today, like the sun will set there like at 1 o'clock, and it won't rise again until, I don't know, I think sometime in January or February. I think February, maybe in March. I don't know. Sometime way into the future. And she was just talking about, like, your body adjusts. Like, I guess like she says she'll be sleeping a lot more because the body naturally adjusts the circadian rhythm,
Good job.
Yes. To the sleep schedule. But because our lifestyles are so busy, that people like in our culture, all of us, you watching probably too, unless some of you live in Alaska. I don't know how you live like that. I don't know. That our bodies fail to adjust naturally because we're so busy. So I think this is my body adjusting, saying, hey, get more sleep. It's like, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Am I making any sense?
Oh, look, somebody else knows Sue Aikens.
Yes. Well, there's lots of other people that said hello.
Hello, Lance. Hello, Toynese. Hello, Jason.
We're going
Matthew.
in reverse. Tabby, Silhouette of a Stranger, Brody Sanders.
I'm loving seeing all these people hanging
Forrest
out.
Bill,
in Tall Pines. Hello.
Pines. How do you say that one?
And Cassette.
Rose.
Yes.
Hello.
Sorry, we're not. You'll have to correct us.
I can't pronunciate anyways, so I never should be the one.
Hello,
Trey.
Names. It's good to see you. Very cool.
Tabby's extra tired.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just us, because I'm like,
time changes.
Am I doing something?
Yep.
Am I doing something weird? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But no, I think it's just like the time of year.
Trey says she's already in bed.
I wish I was in bed.
Yeah.
Although if I have to be out of bed talking and hanging out with you guys for an hour is how I would choose to do it. So, and
Kimmy, she also likes Sue Aikens. Sue Aikens is not somebody that I would want to talk cross to. She reminds me a lot of my mom. I think that's why I like her so much. Just 2 women that really went through lots of adversity, can really do it like on their own, like just tough, like country girl. I don't know, country girls. What do you call
her? She's just rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't put up with stuff,
Yeah.
She'll tell you like it is.
Yep. So, you said her name right.
Yay! I'm so glad. I do try my very best, but if I ever don't say y'all's name right, please correct me. I don't get offended by those kinds of things. I do want to be able to say your name right.
I have problems with, is it syllables, like the sound letters make?
Phonics.
I don't know the sounds that letters make. It always mixes me up. I'm not very good at it.
Well, despite the fact that we're all tired, I hope that you guys have had a very productive week.
Yep.
We do have some things that we do want to talk about, some changes that we're making, especially with like YouTube memberships and a few other things. And then something that we kind of wanted to run by you guys. But I would like to wait until we get a few more people online, so that I don't have to say it multiple times.
Yes.
So yes, if I start like rambling on and you're like, hey, didn't you guys have things you want to talk about? To remind me, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just get lost in conversation.
She does. We do. I do. Maybe. Do I get lost in conversation?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't know what you're talking about.
So those of you guys who are have never been on a live stream, we are streaming to 2 different platforms. We've got YouTube and Facebook. So we do StreamYard so that we can put comments and everything that we're talking about on the screen so everybody can know on each platform what the other person is saying. So that's awesome. If you are on YouTube and you see a little wrench, those are our moderators. So these are people who are part of the reselling group that can help you find answers if we can't get to them. And if you do have questions that you want us to address or answer, put those in all caps. It makes it a lot easier for us to find them. And trust me, I promise you, we don't think you're yelling at us. It just makes it easier for us to find you.
Right.
And then anybody who's got a little green stamp, they're part of our YouTube membership group. So
yeah.
I think that's everything that we normally say when we do stuff. So
talk about, a lot of people watch this later on, so I guess we can go ahead and announce
okay.
That I don't know how to start it. That first.
How do you jump in?
Our Facebook marketplace selling group that we never actually sold anything. I think
we did a couple of things.
Slightly sold stuff in there. That we created that group a long time ago to sell stuff locally here. And we did that, and then YouTube channel grew, and then people were like, can I buy this and that? So we created to put the bigger items there for sale that we're selling locally. And then because of COVID-19 and the market never really recovering with cell phones, we've shifted our sourcing strategy to source a lot more smaller items. So we don't have as many big items that we were selling in that Facebook group a lot. So we thought that we would go ahead and turn the group into a community page for all of us. It's not really a place it's not like a reselling group, because there are lots and lots of reselling groups out there. We do have our education group that is for YouTube members, Weekend Warrior, that we have that. But as far as the Facebook group, we don't plan on talking about a lot of reselling. Like, if you have a question, you can ask it, but it's not going to be a central character of this group. It's really...
We were actually inspired by you guys, because we come in here and we talk and we just have all of these fun conversations about things unrelated. Harold just jumped on, hey Harold, but we were all talking about, with Harold and a few other people, we were all talking about like recipes for meal prepping and being efficient and things like that. And I was like, man, like it'd be great if we had a place other than this small span of time in our week for us to try to share things. And so that was kind of inspired by you guys, just being able to share life things. I think we all have a lot in common, and we're not all in the same place in our reselling business. And we have so many really great reselling groups already out there. We didn't want to have to recreate a wheel, but we did want to make sure that we took care of our community and our family, which is you guys.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason why we did it.
A group that we can connect. You guys can, if you read a book and you're like, man, I think other people would really like to know about it. Or if we read a book, or just you're having a hard week, maybe you've learned, like you had an aha moment that you learned something, and you're like, other people would benefit from knowing this. That we just really want to be a safe place, a safe zone, to share recipes, to share life, just to connect with you guys. So it's there. I think there's a link down in the description. If you're not in the group already, you can get there. You're able to post now. Before, when we were just selling stuff, we had to where nobody could post anything.
But we changed it.
Yeah, but we changed it. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys I'm so glad to hear you guys say that you like it. I've got a few people really excited about it. And that's what I wanted. I wanted us to have a place that we could just, because with this COVID thing, I don't know when we're going to be able to do a meetup,
I know.
So at least we can all connect online and be able to connect with you there.
Yep.
So I'm really excited. We got some people on Facebook too. Hello, Facebook friends. Hello, Babette. Terry, good to see you guys. That is awesome. Good. I'm great. Let's see. Okay. What were some other things that we wanted to mention?
I thought you wrote it down.
I did write it down, but I also didn't bring the paper.
Oh,
I have it.
It's a good thing I emailed you.
No, I have it. Pause. Have y'all seen my bullet journal? This is my bullet journal.
Oh, Lord. Not her bullet journal.
I love bullet journaling.
Oh, Lord. She got her bullet journal out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Another announcement. This is actually really exciting. So we
What are we announcing now?
We are huge proponents of trying something and keeping what works and throwing out what doesn't. We're not the kind of people that have to really know everything, because sometimes you just don't learn, especially in liquidation. You don't really learn until you do it. And that's something that's really hard for me, but I've learned over the years that this is just a really great way to do things. And so we've done YouTube memberships. At one point we had 4 tiers. We had 4 different tiers, 2 really for the entertainment-based audience, the people who don't want to resell but are really connected to our lifestyle, or that we want to be able to connect more on things outside of how to build a reselling business. And then we had 2 tiers for the reselling business. And I've come to discover that I want to be able to give my all to each of them. And it was coming to a point where I had a lower tier for entertainment and then a next tier, but I just wanted to share it with everybody.
Yeah.
So what we went ahead and did is we took off the top tiers on both of those. And we're just going to have, if you want to join the YouTube memberships, the entertainment based one where you can get like early access to our unboxing videos, and we sometimes post really cool things on there. That basically it's just it's $4.99 a month. It's like buying us a cup of coffee and we can hang out.
Just like a support thing.
Yeah, just to help us and to love on us and so that we can provide more content to you, so that we can we be more intentional. We can spend more time and be able to carve out more time to be able to give you guys the stuff that you want. And then the next tier, we had 2 different tiers, but we just went ahead and did the lowest tier for everyone so that everyone can be part of our Zoom calls where we talk about business, and we hold accountability calls and things like that. And my liquidation book that I'm working on as well, my ebook, you would have access to all of that for one monthly fee. There's no other tiers. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you do go on there, I'm like, oh, there's multiple tiers for you to choose from. There's actually only 2. Which is technically multiple.
There's still others on there, but we wanted to announce to everybody that this is happening. So if you're signed up for the highest tier on the education side or the highest side on like the entertainment side, we will be canceling that over the next couple of days and refunding you for this month that we're currently in. So if you want to go back and sign up, like YouTube doesn't have a thing where you can downgrade, like it's violating your choice. So you'll have to then go and sign up for the one that you want. I know we used to not do Zoom calls, it was part of like the higher one, like a thing, but we're doing it to where we have 2 weekly Zoom calls. We have a Monday evening that I don't know if it's going to be 6 or 7 o'clock, probably 7. So that way people on the West Coast, it would be 5 o'clock. And then on the East Coast, it'd be 8. And then on Friday mornings at 9 a.m. You can do both calls if you would like to, but if
this is for like people who work different days, like we want to be able to reach everybody.
But we're going to give time for the people who haven't been on the call yet. Like we'll make sure there's time for everybody, but the first precedence will go to the people who haven't been on a call yet, because we've done some videos in the group. And like I can make videos, but it's really, I want to meet you guys where you are. I don't want to just tell you what I think you want to know. Like I want to be able to help you exactly where you are. And by doing like the Zoom call, it's just a teleconference. It's just a video chat, a group video chat to where I can help you where you are. And it's not really like, the reason I guess why I've shied away from doing this in the past is I don't want to just tell somebody to do something and then come to me and like, Joe, what do I do? Like, I want to be able to, one, like if you are trying to learn something new, I can ask questions, I can offer guidance, I can offer like, hey, well, these other people do these different things. Is this something that you have thought about? Because I want it to be your business, because if you don't do the calls anymore, or you can't talk to me, then what are you going to do? So it's really just,
these are all things. The reason why we're putting these things into place is because these are the most commonly asked things for us.
Yeah.
Like, we do have people who really just want to see more of us and more of our lifestyle. So I wanted to be able to do that without taking away from the things that make us money and put food on our table.
Yeah.
Same thing with like teaching. We've had a lot of people ask about courses. Well, I don't really want to give you a course because we do want to facilitate you being able to do ask your own questions and navigate all of the things that are going on, and in a safe environment. So that's really what we're doing and why we're doing it. We've listened to you guys and what you guys want, and we do want to be able to be useful to you guys and your community. So,
yep.
Okay. Ankest Zoom is what my moderators have already answered your question.
Yep.
That's awesome. It is a video chat website. It does work on your phone. There is an app that you can download to use it as well. So it's very much like Google Hangouts.
Yep.
Or like FaceTime. It's that kind of thing, but you can have multiple people on there.
And you get access to that if you are part of the Weekend Warrior YouTube membership.
Trey asked if, hold on, let me go to the top one. So can you go on the Facebook group and bother? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can go onto the Facebook group and bother us.
And bother us?
You wouldn't be bothering us, though.
Me. I'll block you.
Jonna
I really won't.
got to finally catch Alive. If y'all remember, she was the winner of our mystery
Yeah.
box. So
you should be getting that tomorrow, I believe.
I think so. We shipped it out. Did we ever send you the tracking information?
Yes.
You did. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yep. We have talked.
Awesome. And then Jessica Shields is in the house. Hey, girl. And then Harold, yes, we will absolutely put a post up reminding everyone to sign up if you are part of a tier that is getting removed. We'll make sure that everybody remembers to re-sign up. So let's see. Here we go. Wendy, how are you feeling? How are you doing? I'm excited to see you on here. And then let's see, Silhouette of a Stranger. I believe Harold may have answered your question, but let's go ahead and put it up here anyway. When selling on eBay, they charge 10% of your sale. My question is, do they charge only 10% of the selling price that is being asked, or do they charge 10% of the selling price plus shipping? That's a Joe question.
Harold answered already.
Oh, okay.
They charge, I don't know if it's exactly 10%, but they charge selling fees on the shipping cost also, because people took advantage of the loophole. There used to be a loophole where, say, I wanted to sell this and this was a $100 item and I didn't want to pay selling fees on this whole thing. I would list this for $10 and then charge $90 for shipping, and then only have to pay 10% selling costs on $10 instead of the whole thing. So they have changed the whole thing because of people taking advantage of loopholes. It's always those few that ruin it for everybody trying to follow the rules.
You can absolutely join on payday. You can join whenever you want. We'll be here. So whenever you want to join. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, guess what? So let me get y'all's advice on something. How do you guys feel about this? We do have a lot of unboxings, and we by no means tend to lower the unboxings we get of liquidation stuff. But one thing that we were thinking about, because we have so many entertainment-based people, is what would you guys think if we tried unboxing fun stuff? Like not just, like undeliverable mail and stuff like that, but what about like subscription boxes or, food boxes, or like things that maybe people have seen on, like on ads and stuff that maybe they wanted to try but didn't really know about the quality. Would you guys be interested in us doing something like that?
I know. I
think regardless, I'm going to buy a snack box.
I've already ordered it.
Because I'm so excited.
I posed the question in the Facebook group that we've been talking about. And I think like 40 something people said yay to the snack box. And like 8, maybe 9 people said that it wasn't a good idea. There was support for subscription boxes, but there was the percentage of yay to nay was not as large as it was for like snack boxes from around the world.
I think y'all just want us to try stuff and see our reactions to it.
I mean, to be honest with you,
I would totally do it.
I love doing unboxing videos, but we're filming so many now that I would love to be able to have something that is purely fun, like what the heck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like why not? And then on top of that, like, you know, at least you guys get to get like a real honest opinion about what these items are.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thinking it would be fun.
Yeah. And I know some people are like, well, you can't sell those items. And I mean, like being honest, as YouTube grows and our audience grows, we're getting to the point to where we don't like, if we do a snack box, like the YouTube, like the views from YouTube is going to pay for the snack box.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not that case with like liquidation stuff because you're paying like $500, $1,600, but for like a $35 snack box, like it doesn't have to be for reselling purposes because, you know what I mean? And I think Helen says no on the subscription boxes. I think it would have to be a very unique subscription box.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. I don't think we would do something that like, you know, a lot of like influencers on YouTube do like the, what is it, Fab Fit fun boxes.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about something.
Or like, look at my new clothes or look at these kids things.
Yeah, no, I think we would try something. If we're going to do it, we have to find something unique that you're not going to already find a lot of videos on.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of like the food idea. I think that would be fun. And then on top of that, like our kids would be able to try foods from, like if we did the ones like with the foods from different countries, and then our kids could use it like after we do an unboxing video and we can like learn. So that's kind of like, it's like a double thing also. But
yeah,
I would love, Jessica said, what about those cargo undeliverable?
I've been trying to find them. We're not in a big metropolitan area. I interrupted you.
No, you're good. You're good.
And like when we did that undeliverable packages, that big bag that was all Russia, like items sold from China to Russia, like those are not available anymore. The seller that was getting those on the platform on Property Room, they no longer sell them. I can't find them anywhere. I've been searching all these different places for different stuff like that. They don't have the auctions anymore. I've looked for unclaimed baggage. There's not local auctions around here. And you can't really they don't ship those. It's a lot of places where you have to go to a local auction to take a look at it. And there's just not any around here.
Then you also got to think like both he and I are like super like gag reflex. Like what if it's all like dirty underwear?
But we smell everything.
I don't know if I could do it. I just, you know,
I know.
It would be, that's a good idea. A Costco haul. Go back up. Mary Ellis says like a Costco haul, and then we could try to make a recipe out of it. We would need Harold for that.
Costco, like the grocery place?
Yeah, like some kind of like box like that. We would need Harold though, because Harold is our cook of the group. So
yeah.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys for your encouragement. Thank you, Shane.
I mean, it would be fun to open up luggage. I just can't find it.
If we do find it for a decent price, we will get it, because I that would be fun.
Eat the crickets.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
I mean, we'll have to, babe. Like, you can't chicken out.
There's this one guy I watch. I totally get what you guys are talking about when you say like our personalities. Shane had mentioned up there that like it was our personalities that sell the videos, because I find like particular people, and I'm not necessarily interested in a lot of things, but their personalities just intrigue me and it makes me want to watch. There's this one guy, he's in California. His name is Brandon Ferris, and he's like super, I think he's mostly on like Twitch and Facebook, but I just like, he does this thing where he translates a recipe into another language and then back into English.
No,
and then
into another language. Into another language.
And then back into English. And then he does exactly what it says. And it's hilarious.
Yeah.
If you ever have a chance to check out Brandon Ferris, like he's hilarious. And it's like stuff like that. It's like, you know, when I'm like, when I put the kids to bed and I've gotten ready for bed a little bit early and I'm just kind of laying there, I'm like, sometimes I'll watch something like that. It's just hilarious to me.
It's funny.
Trey says you can't cricket out. For those of you on Facebook, we're talking about the different snack boxes as well.
So I think that would be my legs.
I'm so sorry.
I went back to CrossFit on Tuesday.
Oh, Forrest, why did you say it? Oh no. He must know who Brandon Ferris is.
Oh, the fried ones too. Like they cook them in the wok. Oh, I don't think I could do that,
Ugh.
Forrest. I couldn't.
I can't do spiders.
There's no way. I would.
But listen, what if we ate the tarantula in front of the spiders in our house?
What?
And then the spiders in our house are like, nuh-uh, nope. And then they leave, and then we don't have spiders anymore.
Or they get mad and they attack us while we're sleeping.
Well, you don't have to say it like that. That's even worse.
Yeah, that's why we're not going to eat tarantulas or spiders. I could probably eat like a cricket or something if it's like mixed in something else.
Don't none of y'all send me a cricket.
Yeah.
Don't you send me a cricket to eat, because I will find you.
Yes.
And I'll make you eat it.
Yeah. I just
Silhouette of a stranger. I know that's okay. So spiders are really good for dealing with spiders are good for a lot of things. I have no problem. We have these giant, like, what are they, garden spiders? They're huge. They come out around this time of year, and I haven't seen any, which is weird.
Yeah.
Last year we had 4. We named them like Jake, Jimmy, Gerald, and John.
Don't say we.
I named them.
You and Jolynn.
It made them less scary if they had names, but they were really nice, and we never had any bugs or anything, but they were outside the house. I'm like, if you're in my house, well, now we have a cat, and my cat, my little fierce mouser.
Ollie's like a fierce lion cat. There, did we not talk about this last week? I don't know how many times I want to hear about our cat hunting mice.
But he's so cute, and he's so vicious, and he eats
cats.
Spiders.
Cats are peculiar. Cats, they bring you food and lay it at your wherever because they think that we're too stupid to take care of ourselves. They think that we're not capable of feeding ourselves, so they have to pity us and bring us food, even though we put the food in their food dish, but we can't feed ourselves. You know what I mean? But we got some field mice in the garage, 2 of them to be exact, and Ollie, he found them. He delivered me a headless mouse one day, and the next day he delivered me a butt and tail of a mouse with no front quarters.
Helen, is that really stinky fruit? I'm pretty sure that's a really stinky fruit. Like, I think that's one of those. I think I've seen videos about this. Now, I will say that I am Filipino, so I have eaten some questionable things. So I'm not like totally like, no, don't do it. But
it is yeah.
Is it like round? Like it's round and spiky?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
A sweet custardy taste with the texture of creamy cheesecake.
How many of y'all have had that before? I need some I need some reviews. I need some reviews. Hello, Jennifer.
Jessica, what I did get, I got a I forget which company it's for, but I was gonna try the original concept. I thought, well, maybe we could, and we still may be able to do it. But the snack boxes that I got are as a monthly box. It has like 12 or 15 snacks in it, right? And I thought, well, maybe we can do like a Japan versus Nicaragua or something, like get 2 different snack boxes that do monthly, and we do like a battle royale of them.
I think I would do better than Joe. He's got a sensitive palate, not me. I have a sensitive nose. But Joe is very much like a texture person.
Yeah.
So I would do it just to see him try some weird stuff. Let's see, where are we at? Balut. I have had balut. It is actually quite delicious if you can get over what it actually is. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Y'all can Google it.
What is it, like goat some?
No, it's not. It's an egg.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about with the little.
I used to love it.
Like a little bitty ducky in there, isn't it? That one. Yeah, little bitty chicken.
It's actually really, really good. It tastes really good. It messed me up. The first time I had it, I was probably like 5 years old, and it really messed me up. But it was good. It was super good. Let's see where we at.
Blue cheese vomit. That's not good. I couldn't eat it if I smelled it.
I know. If I smelled it though,
all you do is
Mary Ellis. If I smelled that, like I would have to like maybe have COVID or something where I couldn't smell anything to be able to eat it. Because y'all, it is so funny. It's not funny. It's not funny that people have this, but there's some people who are making light of it by like filming themselves eating ridiculous stuff, like an onion, like an apple, or like garlic, or like something like really spicy, because they can't taste anything.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, this is fascinating. Like, it's on TikTok or something like that. I think it's on TikTok is where I saw it. And I'll just be watching and be like, it's crazy to me. They can't taste anything. Oh my gosh. Have any of you guys ever had it and like not, hopefully you didn't. Oh. Let's see. Harold, I am a wuss when it comes to heat. If it's even slightly spicy, I'm like falling over. But this dude can handle the heat. I like spice, but I don't like hot just to be hot. I like flavorful heat that has layers, that has depth to it. Don't just make it hot just to make it hot. Let's see. I'm trying to find out somebody on Facebook wants to know about quail. I've had quail eggs, which are really good. I don't know that I've ever had actual quail, but I hear it's delicious. I hear it's really good. You guys, I'm really worried about all these people who have all of these ideas, because I'm worried that y'all are going to send us some weird stuff. Limburger cheese. There's an address down in the description. Stop it. No, there isn't. See, Limburger cheese runs in my veins. I remember going to my grandparents' house, my dad's parents, and my dad and my grandfather, they would go out to the garage, they had a separate garage, and the man cave, and they would eat Limburger cheese and drink beers for hours, as that's what they bonded over. So I remember I never ate the stinky cheese, but I know that, it has a smell to it. And that's why they had to go outside to eat it. So Lance, did you see that? Did you feel that? What was that? Something was running, and now it's not. Like there was a humming noise. No, it's that water cooler there. Lance, I was like, oh my gosh. Lance says 1 chip challenge. There's only 1 chip. It's his chip. It's not my chip. I won't do the spicy chip. I wouldn't enjoy it. It's just hot to be hot. Like it would make me angry. Very, very angry. Let's see. Oh, Mary Ellis did have COVID. Well, I'm glad you're okay. You are okay, right? But I'm glad you're okay. You can, and that's just so fascinating to me that people just can't taste it. Yeah. It's such a bizarre symptom. Like of all the symptoms, that's like my go-to thing. Like I couldn't do anything. Because it's horrible. I have fall allergies, right? It's like I get a little stuffy nose, a little sore throat, and I'm like, do I have it? Did I come into contact with somebody? Then I'm like, just going around trying to smell everything and taste stuff. Is that what you're doing around the house? Is that what you're doing? He never told me this, but he's been doing. I'm like, dang it, my brain, my mind. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. So I'm like, all right, good. I'm at least, maybe I have another symptom, but at least I can smell. So chances are maybe not. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one that doesn't do that. So hilarious. Susan says quail is gamey. I could see that. I could totally see that. Yeah. Silhouette of a Stranger says, what shipping company do you consider to be the best to work with? USPS, FedEx, UPS, which has better deals? I use USPS, but I wonder if other services are better to utilize. It depends on how big the packages are and where you are geographically located in the United States and where you are shipping to. I have been finding FedEx very useful when it comes to shipping to the far west coast, like California, Oregon, Washington, and also the northeast corner of America, like New Hampshire, Maine. But everywhere else, for the size boxes that we ship, USPS is pretty good. Plus with them, I love both of them. I have a dedicated, we used to do so many sales when we sold cell phones. I mean, we were doing like $30,000 to $40,000 a month in cell phones, and that was with like a $25 average transaction. So we were selling thousands and thousands of cell phones. Marie also made a point to check Pirate Ship too, because they they may have some pretty good offers as well. We have a dedicated representative. They call me, they check on me, they send me emails. So like for me, I'm spoiled. Like I don't have to like put a tracer on UPS
the USPS website. I can just email my dedicated peer person, so I enjoy it. And then FedEx, I enjoy them because my local carrier, the manager, I can just text him or call him like, hey, can you come pick up this package for me? I didn't put a request. So it's all about the relationships. Cost-wise, it just depends, like I said earlier, the size of the box, how heavy, where it's going, and where you are.
What is this? Kimmy? What is this?
Kimmy.
He's going to Google it. I'm like, what is that? Look, somebody else does it. They have a coffee candle they smell to see if they're okay. So it's not just you. There you go,
Thankful
Jennifer.
I'm not weird. Or maybe we're just the two weird ones.
Maybe.
Or everybody else is too weird that they can't confess it.
Helen, I would love to be able to teach how to make Filipino dishes. However, I am not very good at it.
Maybe kimchi?
I just have a really hard time. I think because my grandma is such an amazing cook that it's like my stuff just isn't going to taste the same. But she does teach me from time to time. I can make lumpia. I'm pretty sure I could make like adobo and sinigang, which they're very different. But like for those of you who don't know, sinigang is like kind of like a sour soup. And I could probably make those. It's just, my grandma, she makes it so well and so good. I just have her make it, and I'm her grandchild, and she'll just do it for me. And it's funny that your name is Helen P, because I do have another like family friend, mama. And her name is actually Helen P also. And she makes me food all the time too. And I haven't talked to her in a while. I should call her.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, she took care of me when I was in college. My parents were in Virginia and I was still here in Arkansas, and she was like my mama while they were gone, and she took good care of me. Let's see. There was a group of gentlemen in class sniffing each other's feet to test for COVID. What?
Oh, I got lightheaded. I forgot to breathe. I inhaled. I mean, I guess I probably would have done that. I mean, I'm thinking college, maybe some fraternity guys.
Oh my God.
I could see myself doing that back in the day. But now I'll just sit back and laugh about it because that's funny.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I needed that today. You can thank your boys that in your class. You can just thank them that they just made the day. I'm trying to see. Let's see.
But you teach school. I forget which age group you teach. That's hilarious.
Oh, this is a good question. Jessica says, since we're not doing a live next week, what are we thankful for this year? I'm thankful for, and you guys feel free to put in the comments as well what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for growth. I'm thankful for development in all aspects of our life. 2020 has been a weird year. And I'll never forget it. But I will say that there's been a lot of like unusual pressures that I'm sorry, I moved and the camera.
Yeah, don't do that.
But there's been a lot of like really weird scenarios and situations that I never thought I'd find myself in. Even with our business, with our marriage, with our kids, and with our routines, like everything was just kind of thrown out the window. And, I'm fairly open about this. I don't talk about it too much because I don't want to like push it on you guys, but I do suffer from some mental illness. I do have like seasonal depression a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have generalized anxiety disorder and a lot of other things. So mental health wise, this has been really challenging for me. But being able to like let go and like learning how to be okay and just, it's been hard, but like as we come closer to the end of the year, I realize how much I've grown. And how much we've grown and how much, our kids have grown and how we've all come really close together. I mean, man, we've been stuck in the house for so long together. So we've had to learn a lot that we wouldn't otherwise have been able to learn. And just, we've taken a lot of freedoms for granted, just being able to go places and do things. So I'm thankful that, in spite of all of this stuff, I can still look back on this year and be like, we grew. And we made it, and we're stronger than we were before. What about you?
Thankful that I can still smell. No, I mean it's. I'm thankful that I haven't ran out of toilet paper this year. You know, she is Filipino, so we know about, they have a little pail, that
Tabo?
you use. Tabo. You got water
I'm so sorry.
on the camera lens, I think. And it's
I'm so
so
sorry.
I'm thankful for that. But I don't know. It's just, what's up, Mike? Mike is from Market Street Liquidation. So,
Hey, Mike.
yep. We'll be seeing you in like 36 hours.
That sounded so.
I
We'll be seeing.
don't know. I've just had so much peace this year that it was a big year of transition. If you've been following us since like March, when COVID hit, and then like our cell phone business was totally wiped out, and we had to adjust fully to liquidation, that could have been very scary, because we tried that before when we were selling cell phones, a lot of cell phones. We just stopped and then started selling only liquidation. And it was a bumpy transition. So knowing that and having those past things, I've still had peace throughout the whole process. And that's really only a God thing, because that's really the only place that peace can come from, is just, I mean, it's just been very, very awesome. Like, it's just been everything that we've worked so hard for the last couple of years has paid off this year. Not having to look at the bank account every day to see if we have money, all that. We haven't had to do that this year. And it's been nice. And we took several months off of work.
I wish we hadn't, though.
I know.
We probably shouldn't have done that, but yeah.
Because, we just didn't know exactly where the business was going to go and what we should get into and all that.
It was
stuff.
important, I think, for us to take off in retrospect, though, because then we were able to come back and know exactly what we wanted to do. Mary Ellis is thankful to find us. Well, we're thankful for you, too. That's awesome. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep trying to pronounce your name, but if it's wrong, you just tell me. Ankheset?
She'd put it up.
I know,
up.
but I missed it. You might have to do it again. Thankful for the knowledge and a lot of new things to try. That's really good.
Yep.
Tiffany wants to know what kind of camera we use to film with. Right now, we're using just a basic webcam, but on our vlogs and our unboxings, we use a Canon Rebel T7i.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty decent camera. It doesn't do very well in low light. I don't know if you're doing it because you want to know.
Don't do well in low light.
Yeah, especially if you're doing video. If you're doing, there's things you can do if you're doing like photography. I don't know what you're into, or maybe you're just asking. I don't know.
Yeah. It's an okay camera. I started enjoying it recently when we got a new camera lens. Remember that camera unboxing that we did that we got from 888 Lots? We got like a $600 camera lens. Excuse me. I got skin. Can you smell it? You make sure you don't have COVID. And that camera lens, man, it makes the world of difference. I now know why people pay like $2,000 and $3,000 for camera lens, because, man,
it changes.
It changes things.
Yep.
So yes.
Friar's truffles. Do I know what those are? I don't know that I know what those are. Susan is thankful for new opportunities. Marie says you're not alone because she opens an alcohol pad daily just to make sure she can smell the alcohol.
You are not alone. What am I looking up? Friar truffles?
Yeah. Silhouette of a stranger. eBay charges a percentage for your sale, and in addition, you are forced to use PayPal to process payments with an additional fee. Is there a way around this?
No. Any platform that you sell on is going to charge a payment processing fee, and that's just a separate fee. It's not really eBay. PayPal. You're using PayPal as your payment processor. If you're on eBay, at some point you'll go to eBay managed payments, and you'll still pay them a fee. It's just like anytime that you go to Walmart, Kroger, any store you use a card, that place of business gets charged a payment processing fee from a credit card processing payment service. There's no way around it. It's just the way that business is. Accept it and move on.
Thank you, Lance, for answering the question as well. I should have scrolled down to make sure, but he is not using his. He hardly even has any socks.
I don't. And she makes me throw them away when my toes start to poke out of them.
Yes.
She throws them away.
Well, I will say though, if bad comes to worse, I have been a cloth diaper mom for many years.
Yeah.
And so I can make cloth towels. I won't like it. It'll be awful. I'll probably make Joe do most of it.
I'm not. That's why we didn't ever use community toilet paper.
They call it family cloth.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, there are actually people who do that. do that.
They do. They do.
I'm 12 years old.
Yes.
Yes, but that's actually a thing. Hello, Facebook user. I don't know who that is. Who's on here? I don't know, but it says hi. A&D Resellers is thankful for their job and the new reselling endeavor. So many have lost everything because of the virus, and I've been truly lucky enough to still have my job. That's true. We are also thankful for that.
Yeah. I mean, we're thankful. Like, when everything was happening, everything was shutting down. Like, we were very thankful. Like, our lifestyle didn't stop. Like, we worked from home. We homeschooled. Like, there was no real adjusting to like a sudden curveball.
Yeah.
COVID-19. Like,
a lot of people had it way worse than
our
us.
life has really, and I am thankful for that. I just remembered.
Yeah. Well, Trey, it's been a year for you. Definitely been a year for you. But I'm praying for you, and I'm thankful that you have such a positive outlook and that you're always so funny and happy. So I'm thankful for you too. You're awesome. Let's see. Our dream family vacation, either place or activities that would be done. Joe and I would love, we don't want to do it now because our kids are really young, but when our kids are like much older that they can remember and understand the experience, Joe and I would love, and we've talked about this many times and it's on our bucket list, but we want to take our kids across Europe and visit like those prominent historical sites, try new foods, like have a real like culture.
Like a 3-month tour across like Europe or something.
We would love to be able to take our kids to do that and have them experience the world. I know we were both military children, but Joe didn't really get to travel like I did. Like a lot of my childhood was in like Japan and Germany and all these places. So when I finally came here and all that, like I'm thankful for. It's sad because I didn't get to like grow up with like cousins and uncles and aunts and things like that. But I am so thankful for like the cultural experiences, being able to be like raised and experience like different people. And I think, especially now when everything is so divided, that I can understand people's differences. And I just feel like it made me a better person. I'd love for my kids to experience something like that. That's our dream family vacation.
I just hope that they love the outdoors and hiking, because I want to go like on a backpacking trip, like just go backpacking, have our
that would be fun
tents on the pack. It'd be cool to maybe do that across Europe. I'm a little scared because we don't know all the languages and everything, but that's a good question.
Let's see. Jessica's thankful for her ability to work from home and for her health and her family's health. That's a great thing to be thankful for right now. What's a YouTube live action?
I think it's auction. Oh. We know lots of other resellers do live auctions on YouTube. We know lots of other people that do liquidation. There's the live auctions. We have no interest whatsoever doing a live auction on YouTube. It's probably one of the most commonly asked questions is why we don't. It just doesn't fit into our strategy with YouTube.
It would be different if a majority of our audience was resellers.
Yeah.
And I would absolutely do it. But a lot of the people, like, just from talking to people here and talking to people on Facebook and all that, like a lot of people, like, it's not just about the buying and selling of stuff for us. And we have it easily accessible on our Shopify store and on our eBay store. So people can buy from us if they choose to. But our audience is so diverse that I feel like doing an auction would only serve a very small group of people, if that makes sense.
And it would be totally different than the systems and processes that we have set up. Maybe one day in the future if things change.
Yeah.
But for now, it's not on our radar.
Good night, Forrest. I don't know if you're still on here, but tell your wife I said, hey.
I don't know if you went over. Pat D's gave us a 99-cent super chat. So
where?
Thank you, Pat D's. I think it was up top somewhere.
Thanks for the sticker.
I don't know if I've ever seen you on here before, Pat D's. I know you're a reseller. You have a channel. I've been on yours a couple times, but I don't know. Maybe a long, long time ago, back when we had like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. I don't know.
Let's see. Is Amazon FBA worth it? You'll have to. Here's the thing about questions like that. It depends on your business model, and it depends on your preference. If you ask us personally, we're going to tell you no, because we don't. For not to get into this huge long thing, unless you just absolutely want us to, but we don't sell on Amazon because of some of their processes and stipulations. It's not very forgiving, and so we ended up like getting like notch after notch after notch, and we're like, you know what, this is just not worth it for us. But there are a lot of resellers out there who love Amazon FBA and would totally recommend it and say, yes, this is great and this is awesome. I think it's really important that whatever business that you get in, like if you get into a business like this and you want to do it, that you look at the pros and the cons. You look at people who like for example, if you're looking at at selling on Amazon, look at the people who like Amazon, find out why. Look at the people who don't like Amazon, find out why, and then decide for yourself whether or not the risk is, the risk or opportunity is worth it to you.
Yeah, there's one thing that hardly any, a lot of people that do YouTube and sell on Amazon, and they even do liquidation, or even they do Goodwill stuff, they don't talk about the risk of doing so. Mm-hmm. It's against Amazon's terms of service. One, that with Amazon, you're guilty until proven innocent. So unless you have proper invoices from a wholesaler or a distributor or directly from the manufacturer, you can get yourself in a position where you can't get out of and get your account shut down. And they don't talk about that. So as long as you know the risk of what you're doing and what you're doing, then go for it. Amazon FBA is a great opportunity to be able to scale your business without having a warehouse and such. But there are risks that come with it.
You just have to determine whether that risk is important or it is worth it to you. Not important, but worth it to you. Danny asked, does that include eBay? But I don't remember what we were talking about at the time that you commented that. So could you clarify so that I could answer your question? What's up, Pallet Jackin? Is it TJ or April tonight?
I assume it's TJ. He's probably cruising around the facility, the nuclear power plant. So yes.
Dude, that's a pallet to get.
I don't even think I would try to sell it.
No.
I mean, if you are sell it for market value, don't sell it for more, because the DOJ, Richard Barr, will come and get you. There's the super chat there.
There it is. Yep. Super sticker.
Congrats, TJ, on 10,000 subscribers on the TJ Love Lady YouTube channel. I seen you announce it on Instagram today. I hardly ever get on Instagram. But congratulations.
I guess we're taking Jessica with us to Ireland.
Awesome. We do have a growing audience in Ireland. It's crazy that England and Australia, Ireland, there's one other country that's over there, not with Australia, but they watch like the longest amount of time out of anybody. It just goes to show the cultural differences. So I appreciate you guys. If you're watching, you'd be really up late if you're watching us live. Mm-hmm. But we appreciate you guys across the pond watching and supporting us. Like, we're growing, like it's almost like 15% international views now, which is crazy. I did not expect that. That's a lot of views. You know,
Lance is thankful for no more dirty potties.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, in an episode of Extreme Unboxing that Joe and I were on, we unboxed some camping equipment pallets.
It was around this time last year.
Yeah, and some of those potties that were returned were not in great condition.
No.
That was probably one of the worst smells I've ever smelled. That was terrible. That was really bad.
That was pretty bad.
I couldn't work.
That one was pretty bad recently. That fan that we got off the Southern Liquidation pallet.
Yeah, but I didn't get to smell that one.
Oh, yeah. You didn't.
Let's see. Where we at? Look, all these people. Trey wants to travel with us. Lynette says that they took their kids across country. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I think it would be really, really, really awesome. Let's see. TJ had to switch his profile so he can get the green swag.
Yes, TJ became a member this week.
TJ and his green swag. Good night, whoever is on. I know, TJ, you're awesome. If you guys are not watching TJ, Love Lady, you need to be, because he's like editing and filming goals for me. I watch his stuff and I'm like, I want to be able to do that. We'll get there. We'll have to make a trip. TJ can teach us. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Where are we at? Let's see. Marie says a lot of people who buy auctions are not resellers. They just stumbled across them and like the deals they get. Yeah, that's true. But I also know that it's just one of those. It just doesn't fit with the entertainment. I mean, we've even thought about doing it like on Facebook at some point. We're like, well, maybe we can do something like that. But I just doesn't seem like something that we really want to do.
We're going to get through the holidays, get through like January, use a slow time in like February to figure some things out. I'm probably going to start selling mystery boxes on eBay because there's so many mystery boxes on eBay.
And everybody loves them.
We can sell a lot of it there. I don't even know what you're talking about. I just kind of came in and
you're doing great.
Interjected.
You're doing great. Pat Dees, well, I'm thankful that you're here, working hard, but thanks that you're here. And then let's see. Says, hey, if you took donations, would there be enough value in food or toys to give to charity? That's a great transition to something that I actually forgot to mention that I would like to mention. So we do. I'm so sorry. I keep pushing myself back up because I keep sliding forward.
My quads are so sore.
His quads are sore, and I keep pushing on them. I'm really sorry.
Yes.
So we do donate regularly. We have a place here in town that we do donate a lot of stuff regularly. I have had people, who work for different nonprofit organizations, and we've sent stuff like clothing and stuff for like battered women shelters and stuff like that. Because in the end, it's like, it's I don't know, it's like we have a surplus. The Lord has blessed us with a surplus. So if we have it, then we want to make sure that we give them to the right people, especially things that are difficult to sell or that would just be sitting in a box for months and months and months and we wouldn't be able to sell them. So, yes, we do stuff like that. I do want to mention, if you are not really part of the reselling community, there is a reseller, a fellow YouTuber reseller, Mountain Man Treasures. He is doing a donation for Toys for Tots in his area. We just filmed today an unboxing that you'll probably see in the next couple of weeks of toys that we've purchased from a liquidator, and we're donating those toys to Toys for Tots. But we also have a surplus of other things, other toys that it's like they're sitting here, like we probably won't sell them. And I know there are a lot of people out there, especially like people who need like toys and things like that, that I know that there's a need out there. So just keep an eye out. Probably tomorrow, I'm going to post on all of our social media, and I'm going to post in the YouTube community group like a form of some sort. If you guys have people that you want, I can't guarantee I have enough for everyone. But if you guys have, if you're low on money and you want to get your kids, like we've got like a box full of fidget spinners. Like it's not going to be like high fancy,
We've
nice
got
stuff.
some toys. We'll probably buy some more toys unboxed. I started thinking, like, when Mountain Man reached out, I'm like, sure, we've got these toys that we just bought. Like, they weren't a whole lot of money to buy. I'm like, you can have a lot of them. And I thought, like, why couldn't we do, like, those are going to kids that we have no connection to. And I'm like,
and we're still going to do it.
And we are, yes. But I was like, well, we have a lot of people that it's like, it's a lot of hard times out there for people. And like, we would love to be able to give back to y'all the best we can. I mean, we have no idea. I mean, there's 97 people now. Like if 97 people reached out and said, hey,
I don't know if we would have,
like, I could use some help. Like there's just we don't have that much money.
But I also want to try. Like,
Yes.
It's like, we may not be able to get to everyone. We may not have enough for everyone. But if you guys do, like, if you guys are having hard times and you just maybe need some stocking stuffers or you need something to be able to make this season a little easier for you, we have stuff that we need to move, and we're happy to help. Like, we're happy to help any way that we can. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make some kind of, like, I don't know, like a form, or I don't know exactly what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it, this was something that we thought about yesterday, and we're like, this would be a great idea
Yeah.
to move some of this stuff. You know, it would be gifted.
It's not stuff like we're not going to unload junk. Like we've got a lot of good toys.
Yeah.
And like I want to buy some more toys boxes from where we got. And it may be like for older people. Like it may be like we have lots of headphones. We have like wireless charging things. Like if you have like a 12 or 13-year-old that has a cell phone that they may think it's, you know, some new headphones may be cool or some different stuff. But we want to do what we can to give back to you guys, but we also don't want to be taken advantage of. And we also want to make sure that it's going to people who really need help. And their family. A lot of people need help because it doesn't matter where you are, but some people, they need some help, and some people like really need some help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know what that's going to look like. But I do know that we have some stuff we intend to help any way that we can. And that's just, you know, because we've been so blessed by you guys, and we've been blessed by the Lord. And so we just want to give some of that back.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye out on social media. It's going to be on the YouTube community page. It'll probably be on the Facebook page.
I don't even know if I want to put it on Facebook, because then people will share it and then it'll be getting to people that aren't in our audience. I don't know what we'll do.
I can make it not shareable.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just, I'll put it probably in the community page.
Yeah. Because I want it to be for y'all that watch us.
Yeah.
And so.
But yeah, that's what we're working on. And so you can see that in the next day or two. And like I said, you know, feel free to ask and all of that. And then we'll do our best.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to facilitate. So, yes. Yes. Dun 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 dun. Silhouette of a Stranger. It wasn't a whole lot. We did get paid to be on the ones that we were on. It wasn't like it was
really good for a day's wages.
Yeah, like it wasn't anything like crazy. Like we're not millionaires now or anything like that. So and I don't even know if we're gonna have a second season or if we're gonna be on the second season if they have one. But yeah, we did get a little bit of something for our time. Pretty much. It's pretty much what it was. Let's see. Well, thanks for watching, Layla. We appreciate it. We appreciate you watching our videos.
Y'all make sure y'all watch the vlogs. They don't get a lot of views like they used to. I feel like I've been getting better at the vlogs. I'm not begging for y'all to watch the vlogs, but I am saying, like, just watch them. That sounded kind of whiny.
It did.
I retract all of that. I'm feeling really invalidated by the amount of views that I'm getting on our vlogs. I spent a lot of time doing them. Please validate my need for attention and watch me.
I'm just gonna let you guys know it is 8:03 our time, so this is our first goodbye of our Southern goodbye. So we'll be heading out here shortly. Wally, what is the most money you ever made from one pallet?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Because we've had so many pallets.
Yeah, and we never really keep track of just one pallet at a time.
That would be hard. It's hard to do when you're doing a lot of volume.
Yeah.
But I will say that it kind of depends, because it depends also on how much you paid for it. Then we also always account for labor, because we do pay other people to help us list those items. So our margins might be a little bit smaller, but we do have the means to do more. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard. I mean, I would say probably we did have one pallet where we quadrupled our investment.
Yeah.
And that was a great day. That was a great day. I think we've had maybe three pallets in our lifetime that we've quadrupled our investment.
I mean, there's probably more. I mean, when we were buying by the truckloads, I remember some pallets. Like I remember one pallet I pulled out, like it probably was $4,000 or $5,000 off of one pallet. And then when we were buying the small box pallets, where there'd be like $600-700 in, or 600 or 700 items in each pallet, there would be some pallets that may have $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on them, and then some may only have like $500. So I couldn't tell you. We've done well over 100. Well, I mean, probably close to 150 pallets by now. So
that's
I have no
crazy.
idea. Yeah. I know several people have commented about mystery boxes. You're not technically supposed to sell mystery boxes on eBay. I'm not saying people don't do it. The workaround and why eBay is against the terms of service, or not really, I don't know if it's terms of service, why you have no protection is because it's very hard for you to have any type of seller protection when you sell a mystery item, when somebody opens up a return for items not as described, because it's just, so you take pictures of everything, you can have invoiced stuff. There's ways to get around it. You can sell it a reseller's box, but technically mystery box isn't technically correct, but there are millions of different ways to work around it.
We got people who want mystery boxes. So maybe that'd be fun. Danita and Jessica. Uh-oh. I jumped. Let's see. Where are we at? What's up, thrifting by? I haven't. What happened? Where are we at? Okay, there we go. What's up, Land Shark?
If we missed people jumping in, I don't even know what word I was trying to combine. Jumping in, maybe chatting. I don't know what I tried to combine that with. I usually combine the two words together that I was trying to say and make one word, but I don't know what the other word would be to combine with that to make jumping. I don't know. Chatting maybe? I have no idea. If y'all know what words I combined, please tell me.
We don't. I've never gotten yarn in a pallet. But also we've never really. I mean, we could probably have gotten it in a general merchandise, but we don't really buy like, some people buy like what's that place called? Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby? Is it Hobby Lobby? Like Hobby Lobby and Michael's pallets, they may get stuff like that. But our favorite, if we could choose only one pallet to buy for the rest of our lives, that fits with our business model, it would be Amazon return pallets or Amazon shelf pull pallets. But I've never gotten yarn. I've gotten a lot of weird things, but I've never gotten yarn. So maybe somebody else, somebody else on here is selling yarn. Oh man. Saw a line for the food bank backed up 1 mile. Oh, that's so sad. See, people need help. We need to help people. That's what we need to do. I don't know how to help people, but I'm going to try. I might blunder through it. It might be, I might mess up, but I'm going to try to help people the best I can. Let's see. Do we have baby items that we need help moving? No, our baby items are still selling super fast.
I don't know how many baby items we have anymore.
I don't know if we have very many at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we recently unboxed 2 in a pallet. I don't know if you guys have seen that one yet. We unboxed 2 car seats, and both of those have sold. No. One is sold.
Did one sell?
Yes.
Yeah, the one has sold. And so yes, we're like way behind. It was 8:01. We're 7 minutes behind on comments.
Adopt 3 families with a few things. Okay, Wendy, email me.
Yep.
Let's see. I would say I need to go to bed, but I'm already in bed. Lucky. The feet sniffing class. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put that on there because I know that there's people on Facebook that won't see it. So,
yeah.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
So many businesses drifting by, going out of business, and just wait. Like, it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
Small business. And I don't know. I don't want to get too political, but corporations have been showed so much favor in being allowed to stay open and being deemed essential throughout this whole process. And mom and pop small businesses have not been. It's not right. Reach out to your local congressmen, senators. Fight for the small businesses because they are the heart of America, and there are going to be so many people hurting in the future because of it.
Yep. What do you recommend on listing a hot item that doesn't have recent sales? How would you treat that item?
I would look on if it's a hot item but there's no recent sales. I don't know. Is that a hot item, or maybe it's, I don't know. You can look on TerraPeak. You can look on Google Lens, see what they're selling for on the internet somewhere else. So I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Well, if it's a hot item, there should be. I'm just confused by it. I just don't know if there's some more context or something missing. Or
we might need some more information.
I would just think if it's a hot item, then there should be plenty of recent sales.
Yeah.
From that item. But if it's an item that hasn't sold in a while, I would try TerraPeak, because TerraPeak, it's an eBay feature. I don't know if you have to, I get it because of my store subscription, but it shows data for like a year. It may do longer, but I know it's a year. If it's on Amazon or something, there's places like Camel that will show historical prices for it. It won't show sales volumes. I know there's some Amazon tools out there that you can get. So that's that.
Thrifting by says no one seems to know about Extreme Unboxing. No one seems to talk about it. No commercials on TV. I don't see any reruns. And I really think a lot of that has to do with the politics behind A&E and what's going on with them in terms of like canceling live PD. You know, and maybe people just didn't. I mean, like the ratings were decent for a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They were. I wouldn't say that they were awful. They definitely, obviously, because A&E has lost a lot of its viewership. It wasn't doing too good because of that.
It was in the top 100 shows for Tuesday night.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying that it was all, and that's one of those things. It's like, you know, is A&E going to want to either rerun those episodes, or are they going to want to continue? Like, if they can, if all this passes, like what's gonna, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's true.
They did like. I talk to the producers a lot. Like, there's a guy named Gary Johnson. You can Google him. He won a Grammy or Emmy. An Emmy for producing Ozzy Osbourne's show. He's been in the industry for a long time. And I asked him lots of questions. And he said, companies do not advertise for the first season, that they do not roll out the red carpet. They don't spend a lot of money because they really don't know how it's going to work. Like, they just don't know. So they don't spend a lot of money on the first season. They just film it and then let it go. Whereas, like, you saw, like, with Jeff Foxworthy, and what is it? What was that show?
What's It Worth?
What's It Worth? They did lots of advertising for it, but Extreme Unboxing did way better than Jeff Foxworthy's show. So you don't know. And then I don't know, I think it performed well, especially for the time period that it opened up with people's perception of A&E. That I think it did well. I think it outperformed expectations. Now, we don't know anything from A&E, but who knows?
Yep. A lot of these people like your logs, dude. You should go back and read these comments.
I mean, I see them.
They're very awesome.
Yep.
They're very awesome. Let's see. Silhouette of a Stranger. What did it take for your guys' first "This Is It" moment? Was a good couple of boxes, a palette. What kind of spearheaded this success? I don't think we've ever had a moment like that. I think we're always.
I don't even know.
Like, you know, the moment, like, this is it. We're doing it. Like, this is.
Oh, in my personal opinion, if we ever have that moment, then that means that we've missed the point entirely.
I don't know.
For me, maybe I'm missing. It's just me because we're always striving for more.
It's like, you know, with us and something that we do, and I'm not necessarily sure if this is healthy or not, but we're always. I'm trying to say words. I promise. But I am a journey over destination person altogether. It's one of the main reasons why I became a doula. It's that we're always in a forward moving position, I guess. And so for us, it's like, it's the one step in front of the other. It's, you know, I'm okay with where I am right now. Like, if nothing else changed, I'm happy where I am. Like, in this moment right now, I'm happy where I am. But I'm still going to try and do better. And I think there was a point in time where, I think it was Jolene's birthday. We had taken her out to eat, and we had sat down and we had all ordered what we wanted, and we weren't like counting pennies or something like that. There was a moment like that. And I looked up at Joe and I was like, this is really nice. Like, we didn't used to be able to do this, you know? And there was a moment of like gratitude there. I don't think it was like this is it, like we're successful moment, but it was like, man, we worked really hard and we got to this point. But even now, like, we're here. We never thought we would get here. And we're really excited about it, but there's still so much more. There's like so much more that we can do, so much more that we can grow. So I don't know. I don't know that I've ever had.
I can see that.
I've never really had like a "this is it" moment, but I do get these moments of like extreme gratitude.
Yeah.
Where like it's almost like I can hardly speak because my heart is so full and so thankful for like, because I know where we came from and I know where we are now.
Yeah.
And that makes me so happy and like immensely happy. But I also am like, but I'm going to get up tomorrow and try to make it even better.
Yeah. And I guess I know what you're talking about now. I had one of those moments. It was the week that we went on vacation and, or the week before, I went to Sam's and I just remembered that it had probably been 3 years before. I'm not even sure if Lucas was born yet. I think it was just Jolyn and Lucy. And we went on a Friday night to Sam's to get something. And we took the kids to get those $2.50 slices of pizza and a couple of drinks. And we thought then, like, man, we're doing it. Like, this is what we wanted to be able to go and to be able to afford. I think we spent like $13 or something. And we thought we were living it. And then it was like, you know, when I went to Sam's just a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was last month, I was just like, man, like that, like just the gratitude that I had then. And then like now, like we're fixing to leave for like 8 days to go on vacation. And I'm not worried about how much money is in the bank. Like I know that we have enough money that we can go on vacation, that the business is still going to be running, that we have an awesome like support team with Whitney and Wally, and that things are going to be okay. Like, you know what I mean? So like, those are like those moments that are like, we
get those. We do get those.
To like, to grow, you know?
Layla, you can find our blogs on this channel. If you go to this channel, we do have a playlist called Our Daily Story, or you could just look at our uploads because in between the unboxings, we do have
Wednesdays and Saturdays.
I do not know.
Don't click on that one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where are my?
Thank you, Lance, he got rid of them. It doesn't delete it from here, but it deletes it from YouTube. So he got deleted already. He's been booted from the channel.
Okay, because I didn't even read it. I should start reading these before I read them. Have you ever bought a Bass Pro Shop pallet? I just got one, and it looks like I'll do pretty well. No.
I've never even seen one before.
I've never seen one either. None of the places that we buy them have them.
No.
Where did you get yours from? I don't know. I don't know if I would ever. I don't know. I guess it might sell really well locally.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of
we've been doing a lot of sporting goods stuff. Those 8 lots, the sporting goods stuff has been selling like crazy.
Let's see. Crochet a lot, so I thought it would be fun to buy from someone and support them instead of a store. I wonder if anybody down here might have commented and said.
Yeah. I don't know, because we are 9 minutes behind.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to catch up. Let's see where we are. How long did it take to see a profit when you first started?
I
don't know.
I mean, it depends. I mean, the first pallet was a loss.
Yeah.
We bought our second pallet, and it's been profitable ever since. So I'm not really sure. Maybe there's more depth to the question, like how long did it take you to like pay all your bills and everything? I'm not sure, but it's been profitable outside of the first pallet. And that's because we probably could have made money up, but I was so mad that it was complete junk that I just gave everything away.
I'm trying to kind of go through here because we do need to kind of let's see. Thanks, Silhouette. I appreciate it. Let's see where we at. I'm trying, guys. Okay, here we go. What's up, Uncle Bo?
What's up, Tony?
You are way late.
Nice deer over the weekend. I watched your video. I was trying to, it kept bogging down because you were out in the woods, but I did see the deer you got.
All right, guys, we're going to have to start winding it down. If you guys have any last minute things that you want to say or you want to talk about before we go, but it's our baby's bedtime in about 10 minutes, and so we're running a little behind. But, and I will post a reminder in our social media groups and on our YouTube community page. We will next Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we will be with our family.
Yeah.
So Joe and I have briefly discussed whether or not we're going to maybe reschedule the live for a different night of the week, maybe like Wednesday or Friday. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Or we can just meet up again the following Thursday. So I don't know what we're going to do just yet, but I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. I would say thrifting by, we've talked about this many times on the channel. A&E did not cancel Live PD to be political. It was much more than that. People think that they did it to make a political decision.
It looks like it on the outside.
But if you research the story and you find out the backdrop of it, they did not do it to be political. It wasn't in non-support of police officers. There's way more to the story.
There was a case that went south, and it put the police officers and it put the filming crew in some pretty harsh legal danger. And so they ended up canceling the show, and it just so happened to be around the time of the death of George Floyd. It wasn't, they weren't directly related.
No.
So it was just really bad timing, but they had canceled the show until they could figure out a way to keep themselves legally protected and to protect the police officers at the same time from any litigation that happens during the filming of stuff.
Yeah.
And so they do have every intention of putting Live PD back on air.
Yep.
But they can't do it until they can figure out how to do it where they're not liable, and that the police officers aren't. They're also worried about the safety of the police officers because they know that they're being filmed live.
Yep, and people are more likely to cause problems purposely because they know cameras are recording.
So they have to figure all of that out. That's actually what happened. We did a lot of research because, obviously we represent the show.
Yeah.
And so we represent the network in that regard, and we needed to know the truth before we started, whatever our response was going to be. So that's really what happened. And so in that way, like, if it's for the safety of the film crews and the safety of the police officers, I can totally understand why they did not do it. So
yep.
No. Okay, guys. All right. So it is. Okay, I guess it's about that time, y'all.
Yep.
I don't know if we're gonna do a live next week on another day.
Probably not.
It will not be Thursday. So we are the Family Flips.
We may do it like on a Friday afternoon, depending on how much work we get done, if we work or not. I know the business will be working next Friday, so we may pop on for some time.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we like to make up those things during the day so that other people who, may not be able to come on at night, can also watch the live. So that sounds like a great idea. We'll probably do something like that.
Yeah, but if not, we'll release an unboxing video or something. I know on Fridays and Sundays, I've started premiering our unboxing videos so that we can chat live with you. So I believe it's 2 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays Central Time. You guys can watch live with us, and we do that at that time so that our growing audience in the United Kingdom and Australia and Ireland and such, that they can watch live with us, because it's like 8, 9 o'clock. Except for Australia, they're like way ahead. So tune in for those times.
Yes, and if we didn't get to your question for whatever reason, feel free to message us or email us, or wait. I'll try and get. I know there's a few other comments on here, but if I start answering them, then we'll just be running really, really long, and I do have to get home to my babies. So if you need an answer right now, just go ahead and message me. I'll go ahead and message you back so I can answer your questions. If not, then I will catch you guys next time, or I'll try and answer the comment after the whole video loads. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love it, and we look forward to it every single week. So I'm really excited.
Yep.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Don't forget to be grateful and words.
Words, lots of words.
Lots of words. Until next time, friends. Peace.